We are here at Rivera High School, where we're going to meet with the principal, Mr. Onyango Boniface. Rivera High School performed extremely well in the O-level national exams, where all the students who sat for the exam, they passed. 62% in the first division, and also the rest also performed extremely well. Mr. Boniface, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Mr. Boniface, for the last 2 academic years, Riviera managed to do the same thing that you repeated this year, where all the sitting candidates, they passed, all of them. What is the secret behind this?
The number one thing is teamwork.
The team spirit.
Team spirit. I think if you ask me, that is a good summary of how our success came about. I don't want to say it's me as the principal or my deputies or individual teachers. I even mentioned it to the staff when we got these results that security at the gate have played a pivotal role in the success of the learners. The kitchen, the cleaners, and even the learners themselves, not to mention the great support we get from our parents. So I think I look at it as a societal success. The society or the community of Riviera has succeeded. That's how I look at that success.
The success.
Yes. Also, I would like to mention that even the learners themselves have contributed, because you can teach a child many things, but when they reflect what you have taught them, that is the measure of how much you have reached them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, there is a problem around that normally it has been a problem, actually a national problem, something called discipline and the commercialization of education, where people, they enjoy to get money, so they don't care whether they enforce discipline or not. So for you, what percentage do you give discipline to your success?
100% discipline. However, as a mathematician, I will tell you, it is not easy to achieve 100%. It will be a lie. But we try as much as possible to pivot all that we do in this school on discipline. Any parent ordinarily will tell you that they would rather a disciplined child than even that top performer who is not disciplined. I will tell you for a fact that this school is a useful ground to quantify how much discipline plays in the life of a child. In the recent past, I don't think it would be difficult for you to note that over 15 students from this school have gotten world-class scholarship to world-class universities.
From Riviera?
From Riviera. The last one actually was 2 days ago. If you care to, for that I can give you the data and details of the universities they have gone to.
Definitely.
And the last one, I think, if I can remember correctly, is one who sat last year, and his name is Bruce Ahirwe.
Which university?
Bruce Ahirwe has gone to Merrick University in the US, full scholarship. I think
based on what? Based on the best performance?
Good performance. If you check, he was actually senior 6 candidate of the other year, and he came among the first 5 in the country.
Yes.
Yes. So that tells you. And if you talk to Bruce Ahirwe ordinarily, you will see his demeanor belies what lies in him in academic potential.
So, if I may get it well, it's like you prepare your students to be good citizens. Not only here at school, but also to make life, but they begin the journey from Riviera.
From Riviera. In fact, you can say Riviera is also part of the journey, because these people come here after primary school, and of course, they have built some academic base in the previous primary school, which we cannot overlook.
Yes.
Yeah, then we pick up from there and continue the journey. A journey that I think I would like to see come alive when all that we intend to achieve as a school is realized. And I can tell you for free that what we intend to achieve as a school is not just on the academic score. We want to achieve on the score of good citizenship, because that is what this country needs. We want to achieve on the score of future good family people. We want to achieve on the score of future responsible leaders, because among them we are also developing leaders. A country is as good as its youth. I can tell you that for free. If we as a school can be able to lend a hand in so far as that is concerned, I am home and done. And I believe you are not the only ones doing that. And I also thank my colleagues elsewhere who look at that whole picture and not just basing on exams. We are happy, we celebrate exams, but I think they are part of what we want to see in the child.
Mr. Principal.
Maybe just add a little bit on that, that in the recent past, there is another Bruce away from Bruce Ahirwe. There was a Bruce Gatete, Ian Kaitare. Those two have also gotten scholarship to none other than Harvard University.
Based on their performance?
Based on performance. In fact, you can say Ian was in Cambridge, Bruce Gatete was in National Program.
100%?
100%. 100% scholarship. And Bruce Gatete is pursuing architecture, and he is given alternatives to explore as he goes through this great university, namely Harvard.
That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm.
A quick one.
Mm-hmm.
What advice can you give to the parents?
My advice to parents is also my advice to myself, that you must be close to the child. You must have a proximity with the child where you can monitor what they do.
Do you think it's possible with this kind of challenge that we
Well, I know there is that world-class excuse that we are working, we are ever away in safaris or journeys elsewhere.
Yeah. And we strive for them to earn a living, so because we have to cater for their school fees and the things.
I know. We must look for school fees. We must look for, and it is real. I'm not saying it's bad. But what about if you travel across the world and when you come back to Rwanda, or you come back to Uganda or Kenya or any part of East Africa, you create what I call quality time with the child. They understand at secondary school level. Actually, they do understand.
How is it established? Maybe you can give us.
It's established. I mean, I know of parents who come from wherever they come and they are hardly in the house to get even to know what's the problem with the child, what do they experience at school, who are their teachers. They hardly get involved with that. That is one way of trying to make up the lost time. Be closer with the child, or be closer to the child. Visit their school, find out how they are doing. I'm not asking parents to come here every day to ask me how kids are doing, because here we have schedules when they come on specific days. And if there is a parent who may not make it in those days, we also make provisions for them, but on designated days, so that it does not interfere with the learning process. Yes, so quality time, very critical. I deal with children here, and I can see quite often when you talk to a child, their body language tells you there is that solid background of parental support. And you can see the absence of the same in equal measure.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe the last, is the registration still on?
For Senior 1, the registration is ongoing. And that means those who are graduating from primary school, P6, to Senior 1. And the registration is progressing very well so far. I think we've had more or less our capacity. But I believe those who would wish to come to Riviera can always come to our front desk, present their case, and or present their request, and it will be processed in the normal ways.
Yes.
The normal.
That is Senior 1, Senior 2, Senior 3.
Senior 1, Senior 2, Senior 3. But the bigger percentage of newcomers come in Senior 1. We also have those who change from school X to school Y, then they are also allowed to probably just come and seek admission in Senior 2. Senior 3, we are a bit reluctant because that's an exam class. But if there is a case that merits, we always check, because
you have to look into it before you admit
correct.
them.
We must check why they are going from whichever school to here. If it is a discipline issue, obviously we will know.
That's why you score with 100.
If it's a discipline problem, we'll know. However, I want to say something on that. I don't think I want to be here saying that if a child is coming to Senior 3 or seeking admission to Senior 3 because they have discipline problems in the previous school, we will say, no, you can't come. We will listen to them. Because the thing you want to do first as a parent is to listen to the child. Second, as a teacher, even listen more because you are the professional. We have had cases like that and they have come here and become saints because they have changed. We must give room for change.